Ito na nga ang mga balitang kinatatakutan ng telecom sa bansang Pilipinas dahil sa sobrang bagal na parang pagong ang serbisyo nito sa publiko. Isa na dito ang kumpanya ng Smart at Globe dahil sa sinabi ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte, kung hindi nila aayusin or aaksyonan bago mag-Christmas ay maipapasara ito gaya ng nangyari sa ABS-CBN.
Nakalima raw ang Globe Telecom sa utos ni Pangulong Duterte na pagbutihin ang serbisyo ng mga telco. Ayon sa Globe, nag-i-invest na raw sila ng bilyon-bilyon dolyar para i-upgrade ang kanilang network. Gumaganda na raw ang kanilang serbisyo at kinikilala na raw yan kahit sa ibang bansa. Gayunman, anila, may mga hamon pa rin sa industriya gaya ng tagal ng pagproseso ng permit para sa mga cell site at paglalatag ng fiber sa mga bahay. Ngayong panahon ng pandemya, suportado raw ng Globe ang mga frontliner, pati ang DepEd sa pamagitan ng low-cost data plans at teacher training. Sinubukan namin kunin ang panig ng Smart Communications pero hindi pa sila tumugon sa aming tawag at sa aming text. Sa Sona kanina, nagbabala si Pangulong Duterte sa Smart at Globe na dapat gumanda na ang kanilang serbisyo bago mag-Disyembre. Kung hindi,
bansa. Kung inyong matatandaan, nung ikalimang State of the Nation address ni Presidente Rodrigo Duterte, kanyang sinabi, and I quote, "Kindly improve your services before December. Tell us now if you cannot really improve on it because I will work. The next 2 years will be spent improving the telecommunications of this country without you." Alam ng Pangulo ang sentimiento at reklamo ng ordinaryong mamamayan tungkol sa ating mga telecoms company na Smart at Globe. At ngayon, merong ang pangatlo pa. Sabi nga ng Pangulo, the patience of the Filipino is reaching its limit. I will be the one to articulate the anger of the Filipino people. Napapanahon na ito, lalo na sa gitna tayo ng isang pandemya, kung saan ang ating mga kababayan ay umaasa sa digital technologies habang marami ang nasa work from home at mga transaksyon tulad ng shopping ay ginagawa na online. Sa madaling salita, shape up or ship out. At ngayong Disyembre, tulad ng sinabi ni Presidente, kamustahin natin ang progress ng ating telcos. Makakasama natin via remote ang mga representatives ng iba't ibang telcos sa bansa. Kasama na po ang Smart, Globe, pati po ang Dito at Converge. At syempre po, kasama rin natin ang regulator. Kasama po natin si NTC Commissioner Liel Cordoba at kasama rin po natin si NTC Deputy Commissioner Edgardo Cabarrios. Simulan na po natin ang ating talakayan. Unahin po natin, siyempre, ang pinakamalaki po ata ngayon, no? Well, di ko alam kung sino sa kanila pinakamalaki, pero yung sa dalawang telecoms company, gawin na lang nating alphabetical, no? Dahil Alpanilio starts with an A, unahin po natin ang Smart. Mr. Alpanilio, thank you for joining us. Nagkaroon po ng deadline ng Presidente, kinakailangan po ma-improve ang ating telecoms industry. Humingi po ang mga telecoms company ng tulong para mapabilis ang pagtatayo ng mga towers nang sa ganon mapabuti ang serbisyo. Ginawa naman po ito ng gobyerno, inutasan ng lahat ng lokal na mga pamahalaan kasama ng mga konseho na huwag maging hadlang sa mga application ng pagtatayo ng telecoms tower. So ngayong meron pong mga telecoms tower, ano na po ang estado ng serbisyo ng Smart? Mr. Panlilio, the floor is yours.
Hi, Secretary Harryroque, good afternoon po, and maraming salamat po for inviting us over. I have a very short deck lang to share with you, Secretary. 5 pages long lang. Just wanted to really brief you on what we have done. No? So, Julie, do you have the slides, please? I guess to start with, next page. Alam po natin, during the pandemic, ang trabaho po namin talaga is to keep every Filipino connected. So we work very hard to really do that despite the lockdown. Marami pong naging issue noong una sa lockdown kasi hindi po makaikot yung mga tao namin, but we were able to find a way when we were able to also get our IATF IDs and we were able to do work and be safe with our customers kasi naglagay rin po kami ng mga PPEs para po sigurado hindi mahawa ang aming mga customers. So what we did was we actually gave about 800,000 customers free upgrades for free speed boosts and also internet services, and for postpaid po nagbigay ng Smart, nagbigay po kami ng mga free data allocation. Of course, we work to help support the economic recovery. We had packages of work at home and study at home kasi alam po natin na everybody was already at home working and studying. And also e-commerce kasi nagbebenta rin po sila, naging livelihood na rin po nila ang online. No? And of course, we were supporting government in a lot of the initiatives like the 911, and I think mag-announce mo po tayo ng 888. So any messages that hotline to the President, tinutulungan po namin ang gobyerno. And nagbigay rin po libreng access po sa mga certain websites like sa DepEd, tsaka sa CHED, and Red Cross to make sure that we have access. Next page. We continue to invest po. Talagang kasi po ang aming priority is really to have a good customer experience. So we have been investing. The past 5 years, we've invested 260 billion pesos. And then last year alone, 73 billion po yung ginastos namin, which is 45% of our total revenues. This year po, I think po, despite the fact that we had about 2-3 months, hindi kami makaikot because of the lockdown, I think we will be spending still the same amount, almost the same amount as 2019. So we've ramped up after the lockdown, and with the help of government, and papasalamat po kami sa mga tulong na ginawa ng gobyerno to make it easy for us to really build our towers. Next page po. And really, this chart is very important for us because ang telecommunications po is napaka-complex na network po. But our current coverage, wireless population, is 96% of the Philippines with an average download speed of 23 Mbps. As of as of November 2020, and according to Ookla, which is a third-party agency that measures us, no. But what I want to highlight here is really our number of cell sites that we have put on service. We have about 10,069 sites. 58,538 base stations, 29,526 4G base stations. So marami po talagang trabaho ang kailangan gawin to really make sure that we continue to improve our coverage. I also want to highlight that we have the biggest fiber optic network po sa bansa kasi importante pong malink ang mga base stations with fiber optic and yung pong aming fiber offering sa mga consumers namin. So we have over 422,000 kilometers of fiber nationwide, and we have close to 4 million fiber ports that are available today. Ang importante po rin sa amin are mga data centers po, no? Kasi as you know po, ito pong isa yung gateway po. A lot of our traffic come from abroad, and that is expensive. So what we are trying to do is to convince people like Amazon, Alibaba, or Google to actually host locally so that hindi na ho masyadong ganun kamahal, no? So they can host in our data center so that we can bring down the cost, no? So at present, we have 95% of cities and municipalities covered, and our average speed in Metro Manila now is 32.8 Mbps download speed. Next page. And ang gusto po namin is to really elevate the Philippines to global standards. So sa mobile po, ang aming target po by next year is really Metro Manila and key cities, at least 30 Mbps po siya consistently. And as we move forward in 2022, with 51% population coverage of 60 Mbps. In 2023, 70% population coverage at 60 Mbps. 2024 at 80% population at 60 Mbps, and at 2025, 84% also at 60 Mbps. And then for fixed, may mga plans po kami na 10 Mbps. Gusto po namin gawin a minimum average broadband speed is maging 20 Mbps po. And we have a major effort now that we started in August to migrate all our copper subscribers, which is very problematic, really to fiber services. No? So, ang gagawin po namin by almost end of next year, 85% of our copper would have been migrated to fiber. And again, kailangan po natin para ma-achieve din po natin itong mga speeds na to is tama rin yung devices. Kasi kung mali po yung devices ninyo or you are not in the right coverage or right devices, hindi rin po natin ma-achieve yung tamang speed. Next page. And ito po, just wanted to share with you, and we're very proud of this, but again, we want to elevate our benchmarking. We're comparing ourselves also to other countries in our region. Based on independent studies po, ang PLDT po ay sa lahat po ng hirap na ginagawa namin ay happy to report po na ang PLDT average speed po is 30.68 Mbps, which is higher than the Philippine average of 26 Mbps. And for a speed test, ang PLDT Smart is classified as the fastest fixed and mobile network for 6 months of 2020, according to Ookla, again a third-party agency. And for wireless, Smart's average speed is 19.45 Mbps, higher than Philippine average of 16.89. And again po, as I said, we are trying to benchmark ourselves globally sa umlaut po versus, which is really a global standard. We just recently won the Best in Test award for the best rated broadband coverage, download, and latency experience. And we also garnered through OpenSignal the best video experience score of 42.2, again better than national average. Maski po nakuha po namin itong mga numbers na ito and itong mga recognition na ito as Secretary, hindi kami titigil po to continue to improve. So we have actually just finished our budget session for next year, and we will continue to invest for sure in fiber and also in our wireless coverage. That's it po, Secretary. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Mr. Alpandillo. Joining us next is Globe President Ernest Cu, no? Kukwento ko lang po sa inyo na magkakilala po si Mr. Ernest Cu at saka ang ating presidente dahil nung mayor pa po ang ating presidente, nagpunta po si Mr. Cu para magtayo ng Telecoms Tower. At nung kailan lang po ay sumapi po sa aming talakayan sa Malago si Mr. Cu para nga mag-request na mapabilis yung proseso na pagtatayo ng mga Telecoms Tower na pinagbigyan naman po ng ating presidente. So, Mr. Cu, matapos po mapagbigyan ni Presidente ang hiniling ninyo sa palasyo, ano na pong improvement sa service po ng Globe? The floor is yours, Mr. Cu.
Secretary Harry, maraming salamat to sa opportunity na binigay niyo sa amin, no, na makapag-report. Yung sa unang tanong, malaki ho na itulong. And I will show you in my deck on how you guys have actually assisted us in building this particular network of ours. No? Let me share my screen lang ho. Let's see. I hope you can all see my screen.
Kita po namin.
Okay. So, kagaya ho ng tinanong nyo, ng aming competitor na PLDT, ang aming hong ambition is to continually upgrade the network experience for all technologies na meron kami and we participate in. Now, this means accelerating cell site builds, bringing 4G everywhere and 5G where it matters. Sinasabi ho namin where it matters kasi hindi pa ho prevalent ang 5G handsets. Ngayon pa lang ho dumarating ang mga murang handset at kami rin ho ay tutulong magdala ng mas mura pang handset na 5G para maging affordable ho yan sa ating mga kababayan. Isa pa ho ay fast-tracking the build of fiber to the home. Alam naman ho natin na nagbago na ang gamit sa bahay. Ang bahay ho ngayon ay hindi lang ho pamamahay ang nangyayari sa bahay, kundi pati pag-aaral at pagtatrabaho. So napaka-importante at nalaman ho din namin, nakagaya na rin ng competitors namin, na fiber is the most important thing. Kaya ho tuloy-tuloy ho ang build namin ng fiber. So our 5 capex ho namin for 2020 has reached about 50 billion. Ito nga ho hindi maaabot kung hindi natin na-improve ang ating mga permitting situation. So napakaganda ho na nagkaroon ho ng tulong to be able to spend this kind of capex. And this is just a component of about 256 billion that we've spent on our network over the past last 6 years. No? So napakarami na ang nagawa natin. So sa permits ho, no? 1,857 permits from July to November lang ho. This is a record for us. Karamihan ho ng LGU ho ay tumutulong na rin. Marami ho. Talagang ilang araw lang nire-release ng permit. Yung iba naman nasa linggo pa rin, pero again, pababa ang turnaround time ng mga permits. No? So this has allowed us to actually exceed our rollout targets for the year. Nung umpisa rin ho, nung lockdown, napakahirap, takot ang tao lumabas, ang mga tao namin, mahigpit ang mga checkpoint, hindi kami makapagtrabaho. Pero nung huli, coupled with itong permit issuance, nakahabol ho kami, and I think we will be able to make itong target na 1,300 additional sites for the year. Kahit po yung aming upgrade ng 4G LTE to make 4G LTE available everywhere, we're close to 11,000 sites have been upgraded to higher capacity 4G LTE. Nagkaroon ho kami ng programa to help individuals change their SIMs and their handsets at least to 4G LTE. That way, yung kanilang experience with video and social media will also be significantly better. And of course, the fiberization upgrade. Inamin ho namin na finocus ho namin ang aming resources nung una sa wireless kasi mabilis makarating ang wireless sa ating mga kababayan. Pero nagbago nga ho ang gamit ng tao. Kaya ho naging mag-aggressive kami sa fiberization. So we should be hitting 600,000 lines additional in 2020. And of course, in Metro Manila, our goal is to have 80% of the NCR ho covered in 5G, including 17 cities in Metro Manila, Visayas, and Mindanao. So this has all brought about an 1,100 cities and municipalities experiencing significant service improvements in call, text, and data services, or in about 80 provinces. No? So this has all led naman to a continuous increase in download speeds for all of the Philippines. Ito ho ang umplastas na minention ni Al. Yeah, we have all contributed to bringing the speeds of the country up significantly to 28 Mbps for fixed broadband now, and about 19 Mbps for mobile. No? So talagang malaki ho improvement in video experience as well as average download speeds improvement, even on a quarter-on-quarter basis from quarter 4 2017 all the way to the first quarter of 2020. That's a very big and significant increase. So another important metric is the availability of 4G in the country. This was only sitting at 64% as of the end of 2017 and is now approximating about 85% of the cities and availability of 4G. No, may isa pang factor na importante yung affordability. Because of competition and because of the scale that we are achieving now, Globe prepaid broadband internet can now be had for at least at a very low price now of about 11.25 or somewhere even averaging sa fixed to 9 pesos per gigabyte. So talagang bumaba na ho ang presyo, and in comparison to the ASEAN countries, we are one of the lowest at this stage of the game. No? So that's really another important thing. And much like our competitor, we have also been awarded several awards by international groups like OpenSignal. One was named the Global Rising Star because we have one of the most improved video experience among 30 top telcos in the world. No? OpenSignal also in the same report awarded us the best in voice app experience and joint winner in games experience. So tama ho sinabi ni Al, now we are not just hoping to bring ourselves up against each other in the Philippines, but also benchmarking us against the global best. No, ang hope po namin talaga at Globe is best or first world internet for the Filipino. And the International Institute of Management Development has also ranked the Philippines top 10 globally in terms of telco investments. Hindi ho pinakakaila na ang laki ho ng porsyento ng aming revenue ay napupunta dito sa investments and network. No, we are closing in on close to 50% of our revenues are plowed back into network investments. There are very few, if any, industries in this country that plow back as much money into network investments as the telcos. Pero nangailangan ho yan kasi nga napakalaki ang pangailangan ng ating bansa in terms of the network. And of course, the Filipino people have become a lot more digital, coming from even on bank on payments, kasama na rin ho yung aming GCash dito. No? So for 2021, malaki rin ang ambition namin. We are hoping to spend over what we did here in 2020 with the improved permitting ho. We hope to spend about 70 billion, which will be comprised of about 1 million fiber lines, which is 2.5 times what the target is of 2020. We want to aggressively roll out 5G in more municipalities. Hindi raw namin kinalimutan ng mobile. Alam ko importante na ang fixed sa tao, pero importante rin ang mobile because as they go out and resume their daily lives, babalik na naman ho ang kanilang increased usage in the mobile network instead of the home. So we are building 2,000 cell site po, including IBS ho, that means indoor base stations, kasamang buildings, kasama na rin ho ang mga towers na tatayo ng aming mga tower company partners. Isa pa ho ang binigay namin sa publiko with the advent of 4G LTE is the availability of VoLTE or Voice over LTE or Voice over Wi-Fi. Hindi naman ho natin magagawang 100% lahat ng homes, lahat ng building, malagyan ng indoor coverage. Wala akong ganyan kahit saan sa mundo. So we will use Wi-Fi as a substitute so that you can make calls on the cellular network using Wi-Fi. This will give you clearer calls, faster call setup, and hopefully near zero drop calls. So malaki rin ang ambisyon, kaya napakalaking bagay ho. Once again, sinasabi ko yung napagbigyan ho tayo ng gobyerno, tinutulungan tayo ng ARTA, tinutulungan ho tayo nila ng DILG, na ho si Secretary Anyo. Siya ho ay talagang nagmo-monitor ng mga permits at talagang tumutulong to remove a lot of the obstacles na nasa harap namin in obtaining these permits.
Okay.
Ngayon, alam ho natin na
Mr. Ku, I need to cut you now po, kasi maraming tanong po ang ating kasama sa media. So siguro po later on we can share yung additional information nyo sa open forum natin. Kung maalala nyo po, ang presidente naman, hindi lang po siya sa Sona na nagsalita na hindi po siya masaya doon sa telecoms, no? Nung bumisita po yung Chinese Premier, natatandaan ko po yon, doon po nagdesisyon si Presidente na ibigay ang third telco sa kumpanya na ngayon po ay ang tawag ay Dito. At ang intention nga po ni Presidente nung binigay niya yung third telco sa Dito, para magkaroon ng mas malaking competition pa sa panig ng dalawang telecoms company na Globe at Smart. At tanungin naman po natin, kamustahin natin, ano na ba ang nangyari sa Dito na nais na Presidente na maging additional competitor nang magkaroon tayo ng mas mabuting serbisyo galing po sa mga telcos. Sir, with the limited time, Mr. Adel Tamano, are you in the house? Ano na ba ho ang status ng rollout ng serbisyo ng Dito? And when can we expect a third competitor to Smart and Globe?
Thank you, Secretary Roque. I'll make a very quick rundown of some key milestones that we've done. And we have provided your staff, Your Honor, with a 3-minute video. So with your permission, sir, may I begin?